Hey Internet, it's RJ. Welcome back. Thanks for tuning into the show today. Now today is Sunday, so you know what that means. We're going around the net with all the news you can use in the week that was in credit and finance. And well, today's docket, we're not going all the way around the net, I guess you could say, because we have a lot of American Express updates, and then one really interesting update from the land of PNC. If you'd have given me 30 guesses in all my years, I would never thought PNC would headline the show, but they are now competing with Bank of America's Preferred Rewards, and you know I'm interested. So of course, if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead, press the subscribe button, and let's get to work. Now, we'll lead off with a continuation from last week. Last week, we talked about United hiking the fees on their bags, checked bags, by about $10. And we predicted, not amazingly prediction, everyone kind of saw it coming, that the other airlines would follow suit. This wasn't like a Nostradamus, or what did Chappelle call it? Chappelle had the Negrodamus. It wasn't like Negrodamus. Imagine if I put that in the headline of this video. One of you will find it funny. Someone's bound to think that's a racist thing. The rest of you are probably too young to get it. Look it up. It's a funny skit. Anyways, all that to say, the legacy airlines are following suit with United, hiking baggage fees. So you've got Alaska. They're moving them up. Their first check bags going up about $5 to be $45. The second one be $55. And the third one is $200. Now that's up $5. Yeah, they're not moving them up that much, but still, third check bag moved up $50. So travel light. American doing the same thing, $50 for your first check bag, that's up $10, $55 for the second, up $10, and then $200 for the third, which is up $50, I want to say. And then Delta moving up as well, $45 for your first check bag, up $10, second moves up $10 to $55, and third as well moves up to $200 from $150. So again, not a whole lot there. Everyone probably saw it coming, and my belief with all this stuff is they're either using it to offset costs, make a little bit more money on fee income, or sell more credit cards. And really at this point, if the entry-level airline cards in the $100 price range, $95 to $100, wherever they're at, if you're checking a bag more than one or two times, they pay for themselves by design. So at that point, I think you might as well go pick one up if you don't have one already. Probably wait to see some high intro offers. Generally, spring, summers when we see some of these come back, given summer vacations and travels. But again, that's generally my thought. So I'm still team no check bag ever. On personal stuff, your business and sales, and got to bring stuff, then maybe. But you could also just ship it there. It might be cheaper at this point to ship it. Anyways, moving right along, this next section is going to be American Express heavy. Some of it's going to be quick hits. Now, some folks told me this, but when the graphite card came out, American Express sunset the Plum Card. Now, the Plum Card, not much to write home about. It was a very nice color, I'll give it that. One of the most misunderstood cards in the game. It was a business card with like a $250 annual fee that you either got 1.5x back if you paid your bill in full, or you got special financing. You could carry the charges for some time. Generally meant to be a mini warehouse line in your pocket. The intro offer never really made sense, so never got a lot of traction around here. That card is no more. I don't know what's going to happen to the folks who have it. I imagine they'll just get to keep it. They're still using it. But if you're looking for it on the website for whatever reason, it is gone. Which is good, because this next story, less options, sometimes better with American Express charge cards wise. But there are multiple reports now on the good old forums of Reddit that the American Express 10 credit card rule is changing. So specifically, we have some reports, like I said, that it was it used to have 5 credit card limit, and it's being loosened up. Now, we didn't really say how much. The Reddit threads end up posting their chat with Amex. So again, it's just a customer service rep, but it's more looking like they will evaluate it on a per person case to see, likely the same factors they look at now. Are you profitable? Are you using this? Are you paying us back the right amount we want quick enough? And we'll keep giving them to you, because why not? Now, the 10 charge cards per person still in effect. I'd love to meet the one of you out there with 10 platinum cards. I know there's someone. There has to be. Won't be a Plum Card you to decide from, at least. So overall, I mean, that makes sense. The 5 credit card limit always seems somewhat silly. Like one of the only issues with limits the amount of credit cards you have, because if you're more focused on credit limiting that than actual credit cards, if you've got people who want to use these things, that's generally how others do it, of like limiting the credit limit, because that keeps down the risk. You know, for example, I just got the Wells Fargo Journey card, and they just took credit limit from my autograph card and moved it over there. The same, the Bank of America, when I got my 4th personal card with them, I just moved credit limit, so it's no additional risk. But again, with my Bank of America cards, I do consistently use them, so it's probably worth it to them to do that. And, you know, Wells Fargo, I guess I just got lucky because I don't really use the autograph that much anymore. Now, if you're getting another credit card, you get it over the 5, or I guess charge card in this case, it seems we have, again, more Reddit posts. I spend too much time over there, I suppose, but it's where a lot of the news comes from, on the ground reporting. It seems like in the past, even when I had the platinum and the gold, both business and personally, Amex would like ship them like 2-day air. So like UPS, I think, would bring them to you, and they, you know, which the nice little envelope and everything, not just in the mailbox to USPS. We're getting reports that that's no longer the case, and folks are getting these slow mail through USPS now, which isn't the hugest deal in the world. I always did like that they would ship them faster, given the annual fee that you're paying, and generally with those cards, I'm getting them because there's a lot of spend on the card, which means I can use it very quickly. So it was helpful. Now, I don't know if you could call in right away, will they just step it up to 2nd-day air? They might. I didn't see anything like that. But, you know, it's just a quality of life thing. You know, I'm sure they have their reasons. Maybe it's cost saving. Maybe it is legitimately taking them longer to get the cards out the door. So again, more customer data points. Now, if they are shipping you a platinum card, well, you're going to go to one less lounge, because they are actually removing Lufthansa's lounges. So you can see here, we've got on screen the note this is coming out. So American Express card members will no longer have access to Lufthansa lounges effective October 1st of this year. Eligible American Express card members continue to have access. We got to remind you of over 1,500 airport lounges worldwide, including 32 in the Centurion Lounge network, and can find the list there. Yada, yada, yada. They give you the list. So overall, they are removing a lounge. I mean, I don't know, this is like the biggest deal in the world. It will either impact you greatly or not at all. You know, maybe they just couldn't come up with another agreement or extend their agreement. Not really sure on that one, but there you go. Now, rounding out our American Express lineup here, we have a new platinum perk, I guess you could say, and that is Platinum Member Airfares. You read it fast and you feel like affairs, but it's Platinum Member Airfares. You've got it on screen for you now, and save when you fly with Platinum Member Airfares. Enjoy savings on select tickets with over 30 participating airlines on designated flights with Platinum Member Airfares booked through Amex Travel. Platinum Card and Centurion members receive reduced fares compared to fares available for other American Express card members. On average, Platinum cards, you're saving about $100 a ticket is what they're looking at. Average savings based on data from November 24th to October 25. So maybe they were testing this. I don't know. I think it's new. It's new to me, at least. So there you go. It's funny because they have a whole press release about it, as press releases go. In the press release, there is a line in there that says, you know, obviously this is open to Platinum members, but Platinum members are saving more than Centurion members for whatever reason. But the main landing page does says it's Platinum and Centurion. It wouldn't necessarily make sense to keep this to Platinum and not your other top tier. I don't know how many Centurion card holders necessarily care about this. So there's that. I think it's just another avenue for Amex Travel. I want to say, I mean, as far as the savings, like someone with a Platinum card will likely make a video booking through this to see if there's significant savings if it's a $100 ticket. The good news, you're getting 5x back on the Platinum card through Amex Travel anyways, I believe, through this. So it has potential. You can also use your membership reward points because, again, it's still Amex Travel. Using MR points, from what I remember years ago, wasn't the best redemption through Amex Travel. Most of you will prefer travel partners. So I don't know if I get super excited about it. I guess it's just another way for them to be adding value, as they say, with slower shipping times, removal of the lounge, and I'm sure the Saks credit's gone, which is not necessarily their fault, but still. So there you go. If you haven't had enough of American Express and travel, boy, I have, and I write the outline, I write the rundown, but I'm here for the people. This last story to close us out with, we'll spend some time here because I did not see this one coming. I saw this on Reddit, and a friend of the channel sent this to me because he was like, you got to react to this. So PNC, of all places, PNC anchoring the news. Good for them. Anyways, there's something now called PNC Total Rewards, and it's essentially their version of Bank of America's preferred rewards of Bank of America Rewards, as they've just changed their name. And it's no slouch. So I'll put it on screen for you. We can kind of click through it. I mean, it offers benefits through their whole product line, or most of their product line, right? Mortgages, savings rates, fees, things of that nature. The only ones we're really going to care about is the credit cards for the most part. But if people do care, either way, I will probably do a standalone video on this, simply because, the great question is, are you going to go do it? Well, I don't know yet, so let's find out. So here we go. There are tiers, so everyday benefits, that's open to anyone. Silver starts at $25,000. Your credit card boost is about 5%. Gold is at $100K. Your credit card boost is 25%. And platinum is at $500K. Your credit card boost is 35%. Now, you do have to have a checking account for this. They're calculating your average as a 90-day combined average of your eligible deposit and investment account balances. Your average eligible balance is calculated on or around the 4th business day of each month. At the gold tier, the brokerage and fees are waived, so that's really where you want to be, because again, most folks will want to have a brokerage, which is nice that it counts. So the platinum tier, the top tier, would make the cash unlimited card they have, which is their base 2% card. I believe that would make it 2.7x, which right now tops Bank of America at 2.62%. Of course, remember, Bank of America is moving up to $1 million to keep that 2.6. I'm grandfathered in until next year this time, actually, a year from now, because it's your renewal year. So for me, I renew in April, so the changes will go live in May, so your next renewal will now go down. So we'll talk about that. And then the cash rewards card is the green one. That does the 4 back on gas. It has other things, but gas is the main player there. That moves up to 5.4% from 4% base if you are at platinum. If you are not at platinum, if you are gold, well, then the cash unlimited is 2.5. I didn't write down what the cash rewards was, because you really need the cash rewards to get over 5% to consider it. If not, just stick with your custom cash, which is what many of us do. So there you have it. I just wouldn't have guessed this would come from PNC. It's just like, for me, we all have different experiences with banks, I guess. For example, some people hate Citi, and I know people who used to work at Citi, and they hated it too. I've actually never had I've had one annoyance with Citi, but it wasn't anything crazy in the bank promotion space, right? It wasn't like this crazy thing, not even a story worth telling, just hard to get an intro offer for them one time. And that being said, I can't stand PNC. It's nothing about the people there or anything. It's just, they have by far the worst user interface I've ever seen. And you shouldn't trust my opinion on much. But when it comes to opening accounts, about 50 accounts a year for the last 5 or so years, I feel like that carries some weight. I've seen a lot of things, man. So my overall thought when my guy sent this to me was like, God, why did it have to be PNC of all people? Gosh, why? So anyways, there's a Banking Drive article that I've linked on our blog post where apparently PNC's been piloting this with employees, and they predict about 20% of their customers will instantly qualify for A tier. And then I think they said about the other 80% probably have funds elsewhere that they could bring over, I want to say. I believe there's also a Bank of America expat who brought this program to them or came up with it as well. So interesting article linked down below. So overall, I applaud PNC for stepping up and competing. I think I don't see why this wouldn't last. Bank of America made it, by the time everyone's renewal has come due, so let's just say the end of 27, I think it'll be, what, 12 or 14 years, something like that, that they ran Preferred Rewards at its current tiers. And they made it quite some time, so I don't know why PNC wouldn't be able to make it quite some time without having to adjust or do anything, I would consider moving. I got to think about it more, right? There's a whole dedicated video probably to this in the future, but I can't get to 500,000, but forever there's a lot of people who can, and since Bank of America's at 1 million to get 2.6, if you're that person, I'd probably suck it up and move, because if not, you're looking at my 100K would be 2.25. 2.25 to 2.5, probably not that big of a deal given how much spend I spread across other cards. On the other hand, I feel like we should continually moving and follow the competitiveness and reward people who are willing to compete for our money. And the best of both worlds, I could simply move 100 grand to PNC, get the 2.5 card, and then still keep my customized cash cards at 4.5. So I could do that too. But if I was at 500,000, I would think I'd do it for sure. So more to come on that as I think about what I want to do. I do feel better about this than Smartly. Like, I don't think this is going to collapse anytime soon. So we'll see. So, hey, good for you, PNC. We'd like to see competition in this space, and we should reward that. So I think I'm leaning towards it, but again, we'll talk about it in a future show. So if you find that interesting, make sure to get subscribed, because that's also been it for the news. So if you found this one interesting, or the PNC future decision, well, go ahead, subscribe to that. If you like this one, drop me a thumbs up down below, as we're posting content just like this every single week, and of course, right back here every Sunday with all the news you can use in the week that was in credit and finance, and of course, every single day over on profitablecontent.com, which is, of course, the channel's blog. It's always linked down below for you. And on the channel homepage, we have the latest news stories just like this. We have plenty of bank promotions, some from PNC. Wouldn't you know it, I should be eligible again as well. Get that checking account started. And of course, we have some credit card offers as well. Anyways, guys, that'll do it for this one. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you very soon in the next one.